What's up guys, and welcome to Mason Hendo Plays. Today we have another re-upload of a video game I played on my previous channel, Mason the Brock Henderson. While I'm still working on moving my backlog of videos over to this one, I will continue to upload current Let's Plays on that channel. I also do reviews of TV shows and movies on that channel, and if you want to see me talk soccer, you can check out my other channel, Blues and Stripes. But to try to get caught up as quickly as possible, I'll be uploading 2 videos per day until we get caught up to the present series that I'm on. But with all that being said, let's get to the video. What's up guys, Mason the Brock Henderson here with some more Final Fantasy XVI. Last time out, we mainly helped Mid as she worked to create some engines for what looks like is going to be a very powerful and fast ship. I'm assuming so that way we can go to Ash, maybe take out the Mother Crystal of the Waloed Empire. We also handled several side quests as well as a few hunts, including one very powerful fallen machine that whooped me around quite a few times. But overall it was fun, but not much in the story department, so we're gonna quickly jump into the main story here, and I believe we're about to go ahead and visit the graves of all of those that were lost when Kupka attacked. So what do you got for us, Otto?
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that, in those words.
She did, yes.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Obelisk, don't tell me you put her on the boat.
Obelisk, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat.
Crap.
Going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens.
What do you need?
Got a letter for you.
Okay.
Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelisk.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
Please be okay. Alright. From Uncle Byron. My dear boy, my journey to Canberra has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gab for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle. I appreciate the warning, Byron.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Are we finally going to see what Canberra looks like? Been hearing about it.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
It was fun to hang out with, like, Otto and then
Anyway,
with Jill.
We all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Of course.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Here we go, back to the old hideaway. Sid's legacy. The dust long settled, little remains of the once bustling refuge many called home.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance.
Wise words.
And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Of course. Hey, Goots! First time I've seen him outside of the hideaway since the beginning of the game.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
I really like this mix of the old hideaways music. It's really good.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
Really?
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goots?
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas.
You've got a point.
You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
You're just a little kid in a giant
There's a
body.
caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Boklad Markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Boklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Those two are quite the pair.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
I'm a little surprised we're going after the Empire's new Mother Crystal first. Just because, I mean, it's the biggest one. It's owned by the Empire, who I would assume has the strongest army. Because, I mean, obviously Waloed has a pretty strong army too, but I honestly thought most of why they are able to hold off the Empire is just because, I mean, they're on another continent. So, and they also have like great like fleets and stuff. So I'm a little surprised to hear we're going after this one next. It is, I think it's the biggest one. They did say it was the most diverse as far as the crystals inside, I think. But I don't know. I was also just thinking, oh my goodness, what's this hole here? I was also thinking because, you know, it all started with Lady Annabelle and everything that happened at Phoenix Gate. That's where we started. It kind of felt like maybe we were going to end with that since she was still prevalent in the story and clearly pulling strings. But then again, Ultima is probably going to be the ultimate final boss, and he seems to be colluding with the Walooders. That feels like it needs to be, I don't know, like the title of one of the main story quests, colluding with Walooders, or Walooder collusion, something like that. It sounds too good. One other thing that just popped into my head though, so they seem to imply possibly Harbord, or I think that's the name of the King of Waloed's right-hand man. They seem to imply that he's the one possibly that manipulated Kupka and gave him Benedicta's head in a box and blamed it on Sid. But we still don't know how Kupka managed to figure out that Clive was the new Sid. I wasn't sure. I mean, I guess somebody could have just seen him and put it together, but they seem to imply that he figured it, like somebody told him. So I thought maybe there was a mole in our midst, but now that Kupka's dead, kind of feels like maybe not. Maybe it was just, you know, since Waloed is working with Ultima, maybe Ultima told them and they told Kupka so that way he could share that. I don't know. There's just something to think about. All right, so this is Lightney's Cleft. I don't know how to pronounce that first one. A narrow pass through otherwise impassable mountains, thought to have been torn from rock by the very gods themselves. How are we going to get past that giant hole in the ground? Hey, we got this nice chill music again. Good boy. I need to give him his pets before we set on our way. Onward. It was a decent Pixar movie.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Yeah, he did. Want a treat? Here's a treat. Yeah. Okay. Make for Boklad. Oh. Hang on a minute. I just saw side quest. Is that the only side quest there is? Looks like it. Oh, looks like we do have something at the missives table. Alright, so what I'll do, I'll go start this side quest over here. I'll go back to the missives and see if any of those are quests as well. Can't go that way right now.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
This is cool looking. So maybe going to encounter some footpads and such. Alright, who needs some help over here?
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky to make it out alive.
Jonas? Something else that I did notice, because whenever we moved to the new hideaway, I noticed that there were a bunch of people with actual names at the hideaway as compared to the first one where it was only a few. I thought maybe it was like a clever little way to show that Clive is a lot more personable. He's getting to know everybody a lot more, but clearly, you know, I've met people that Clive is meeting for the first time and we already see the names above them. So I'm thinking more than likely it's just the people at the hideaway are a lot more important because most of them are going to be involved in some side quest down the line or something along those lines. So I think that was more the case, unfortunately.
Really? It's as bad as that?
I just thought it could have been a clever little
There's trouble up ahead.
way to
And too
show
much of
some
it for
growth in
us to
Clive.
handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
What about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
But he sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
I suppose he's right.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Boklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon
very
he won't
smart.
be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
I don't feel like I trust these guys, but I don't know. Whatever, it means I get to kill some thieves. Fine by me.
I'm not sure I
Sorry, Clive.
trust those two.
Oh,
But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits. Nice try.
oh, okay. Get up, Clive. Okay. Almost done with you. No problem. Made to be broken. What was that? Defeat 20 enemies while semi-primed, excluding battles in the Hall of Virtue. Okay, cool. So what are those cell swords going to come over and be like, all right, now we'll be taking it.
That's them
Try to
dealt
kill me.
with. Now, where's that cart?
First, let me explore a little bit. There's something very funny to me about, going through that battle. You've got the awesome battle music playing, and then all of a sudden you cut back and it's just this nice, chill music. It's great. Kick it down. Okay, cart. Right over here. I'll be sure I'm not missing a chest or something.
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here.
Yeah, those guys are definitely taking it for themselves.
It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
Yeah, don't expect me to help you guys again, because I'm pretty sure I'm on to you both. Just I'd hope that Clive wouldn't just help without asking questions again.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path can...
Are you
on
again?
the other side.
Trying to figure out which way to go. Probably going to try to get to the next obelisk, and then once I'm there, I'll head back to the hideaway and check my missives. Very beautiful. The final sin.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Interesting. Sure, we'll get all of the
Bearers.
answers to those questions later, more than likely.
Truth. I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us.
Indeed.
Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
What was that about? Meanwhile, it's storming on Storm. Seat of the Imperial Court. Audience chamber.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it. And I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh.
Is he gonna slap him this time?
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Really is weird though that he thinks he can just order Dion around so much, not expect any repercussions.
I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
Dion, just take her out. Just do
I
it.
have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
I wonder if she's talking about maybe his mother. Maybe she was a bearer or something that the Emperor had relations with. I don't know. But again, like they're...
The Boklad Markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
I don't know, like, they have to... He's more powerful than all three of them. And maybe they just assume he'll fall in line because, oh, well, it's my dad. I wouldn't turn on him. But if I were in their shoes, I would not risk turning him against them. Because there's a very good chance that he could just wipe them all out in one swell blow. Or swell. Fell swoop is what I'm trying to say.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle-hardened. Right. As long as we can wait for the siege to end.
They've closed the road to Randalar.
If the siege breaks, they'll need more than this to stop the Imperial legions marching on the capital.
I wonder if that is... Or maybe it was a quicker way over to Dalmekia. Or where we were before, like the Dalamil Inn and such. Ooh, got a treasure chest up here. Ancient sword. What's that? It is not better than Excalibur. Well, this little area seems like it'll probably be important in a side quest or maybe a hunt at some point.
More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
Very true. More fallen ruins here for everybody. Boklad Markets.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Porter for hire.
First, we'll do a little bit of searching around the town. Aha. And, okay, just some crafting material. This is really cool view. So, I wonder, I guess that's water down there? Yeah, okay, I can see it there. I honestly kind of wonder if that's going to be one of the last places we go to. Just travel down there somehow. I don't know how we get down there, but it feels like a pretty important place where once we get down there, we might learn a little bit of the truth about what caused some of the, like, the blight. I know we're assuming it's still the mother crystals and the crystal draining the ether, but I don't know. I feel like there might still be a little something else to it.
Scooping up all the best customers.
Got another chest here. Sand and stone orchestrion roll. Yes. And another chest. Just some sharp things. What's this? The Wheel and Crescent invites all traders and travelers weary of foot, parched of throat, and light of belly to rest a while within our premises. No bearers in the snug. Well, that's rude. What if I want to come in? I mean, I'm not a bearer. What are you talking about?
I hear the brothers found another victim.
I believe it, all right. What's that? The third this month?
It's passionate sellsword. What are you talking about?
Ah, a soldier like yourself could do with hearing this. If ever you see a couple of brothers up in Leitney's Cleft, you just pass them right on by.
And why is that?
Because they're duplicitous bastards who make cutthroats and footpads look like upstanding citizens by comparison. What they do is befriend a passing merchant, someone new to the area, and steer them straight into the arms of bandits. The merchant dead and his murderers busy bickering over the poor bastard's wares. The brothers set to sweet-talking some other unsuspecting fool, a warrior. Now, the brave soul charges into the footpad's den thinking he's doing the realm a favour, and when he's done, the brothers sweep in and loot the bandits and dead merchant both.
Yeah, there's a lazy sort of cunning to it, I suppose. You'd think they'd run out of bandits eventually.
So close to Boklad? Not bloody likely.
I suppose you're right. Anyway, if you run into them, you steer clear. Or better yet, give them a damn good hiding.
Oh, I will.
I really wish I had. Thanks for the warning.
I wonder if I can go back there now and deal with them. Ah, there's the obelisk for Boklad.
Out of my sight, wretch. I've no use for a branded who can't even fill my cup.
Ooh, I want to punch that guy in the face.
Well met.
Enhancer. What do we got here? Or Shifting Sands or Cash General. Or Shifting Sands Lie. And Betrayal. Well, I can afford both.
Many thanks. A fine choice.
While I'm at it, let's go ahead and fill up on...
You've a discerning eye. A fine
Fill up on those and sell all my valuables. Okay, I did just look it up. I didn't look too deep just so I could avoid spoilers. It seems like some of the swords might get used later on in future crafting recipes, like later into the game. So I think I'm just going to keep them all for now, and then once I get to the end, then I'll decide which ones I'm keeping and which ones I'm going to get rid of. Okay, with that though, now that I've unlocked that obelisk, I can quickly get back there. Head back to the hideaway. Oh hey, we can finally level up with tomes over there. Sweet. Okay, so since this new sword is not quite as dark looking, I think I'm actually going to switch back to his normal clothes because I think it suits this outfit a bit better. I'm also going to go back to Torgal's original design too because I think I like it. Even though this does fit the Frostwolf slightly more, I do like his coloring here. Just my own personal choice. Alright, but let's check out this new sword. We got the Ancient Sword. Not bad. I think I like Excalibur more though. What missive is this? Doesn't look like there's a quest attached to it though. About the other day. Otto.
I'll have you know I ain't never shed a tear in front of no one. Not even my mother. You won't soon catch me doing the like again. So if it please your lordship, we can both forget about the whole damn thing. The Sid I chose to follow all them years ago is gone. There ain't no dragging him back from the depths of whatever hell he's talked his way into. But his legacy, that lives on. And you, and everyone else here at the hideaway. Sure as the sky is blue. At least I think it's still blue. As long as it is, I'll be right here where you can count on me. Otto.
Good for you, Otto. His whole quest and side quest thing, that was probably my favorite set of side quests in the game. Just going and talking to everybody and getting to know a bit more about Otto's past. It was awesome. Okay, so we got Shifting Sands Lie. Ah, okay. This is the chill out music. I like it. Also got Sand and Stone. Okay, this is like the desert. The desert Dalmekian theme. And we got Betrayal. Very ominous sounding. I think I'm actually going to go back to the original Hideaway theme. Just because listening to that other version made me a little bit... it's weird to say nostalgic for it, because... I mean, obviously I've not been playing this game for that long, but it is a good theme. Alright, Hippocrates, we can finally level up with you.
I might assist you with, Clive?
It's about time.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Alright, telling you about this, and now you update, and level 5. The more you know.
I have quite the find for you today.
Now, Scholastic Savant. Alright, so the Heart of the Mother Crystal, I'll just go ahead and read these separately. The bright convolution of shards that sits at the center of each Mother Crystal. When a heart shatters, so too does the mountain around it. Since time immemorial, sanctuaries have been built around the hearts for the worship and protection of these irreplaceable treasures. The hearts, however, have their own methods of self-defense, replying to any attack upon them with unique and deadly magics. That we already kind of knew. lost mother crystals. When Sidolphus Telamon put his plans to destroy the mother crystals in motion, 5 of their number towered over the twins, 3 less than existed eons past. The mother crystal of Zemeckis was the first to fall, followed by Drake's Horn in Southern Ash and Drake's Eye in the Northern Territories. Now nothing remains of them save for the scars left behind by their passing. That's where I don't really understand is, again, it feels like when we destroy them, the blight follows soon behind, but I thought destroying them would have kept the ether from drying out quickly in the land. I don't really understand that. Gil, we're finally learning about the currency. Gil has been the common currency of Valisthea ever since the signing of the Continental Accord many centuries ago. The Accord entrusted the administration of the currency to the realm's most trusted merchant guild, headquartered in what would later become the free cities of Canver. The new currency took its name from the founder of said merchant guild, the legendary trader Gilbard the Golden. Trade flourished around the newly established mint, and over time, the worship of money grew into a full-fledged religion, the Great Bank of Gilbard the Lender. That's interesting. And adamantite. One of the hardest known materials in the Twins, seams of its ore have only been found in the far-flung reaches of Ash, where the forces of first Veldermark and then Waloed often warred with the orcs who claimed the lands as their own. Though the metal makes for fine arms and armor, the rarity of both its ore and craftsmen versed in the peculiarities of its forging ensure that adamantite weapons remain the preserve of the rich and powerful. It's cool to know.
To study the tomes?
Yeah, but those seem to be the most interesting things to read, because they're stuff that sometimes, again, that one we obviously knew about with the fall of the mother crystals, or whichever one that was. But those tend to be stuff that are outside the game entirely. So I like to read those at least. But once again, I will pop in whenever I find something interesting to talk about. So this is kind of interesting. The Silvermane, we talked about this a little bit at one point. But chieftain of the Northern Territories and Jill Warwick's father, after his homeland's raids into Rosario were finally quelled by the duchy, his daughter was taken as a ward of the Rossfield family to ensure that he would never raise arms against them again. So I wonder if we're going to meet him again. Or, not again, if we're ever going to meet him. Or if he's just gone. It's not something we've really ever talked about. I don't know, like, Jill never talks about her father or her mother. So I don't know if we're ever going to maybe get more info on that. Feels like it would be pretty late into the game to bring that up, though. Especially since we already kind of had Jill's moment in the story when she went to confront her past with the Iron Kingdom. Just something I'm curious about. So something kind of interesting. So the Wyvern Tail is the name of the flower that apparently is the symbol of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. So something that occurred to me just now is we saw in that scene as Sylvester is leading Olivier out of the room, he just drops the flower on the floor. And we've seen before that Sylvester, anytime he is done with the flower, he sets it back on the tray. It's almost like a sign of respect, because it is the symbol of the Empire. And so to see Olivier just drop it on the ground, it shows, I mean, not only is he still a kid, but clearly I don't think he has any respect for the Empire either. He doesn't want to be there. And it does raise the question in my mind, how has Sylvester fallen for a lot of what Annabelle is doing? Because he didn't seem to be stupid or, I don't know, easily manipulated. So I'm confused how Annabelle has convinced him to go along with a lot of this. I get she is very conniving in how she works, but it feels like he would be a lot more attuned to what she's trying to do. Because clearly she's just trying to put herself in the highest seat of power possible. And the best way to do that would be get her son on the throne. But I just don't understand why Sylvester is giving that to her, though. Like, what does he get out of it? We know what she does. I'm not entirely sure, but that just prompted the thought in my mind. Okay, you know what? I talked about in the last episode how maybe we won't have a dominant for Leviathan, just because we've not seen anything to do with Leviathan to this point. But I figured we might, just because water is one of the elements that typically you fight with in Final Fantasy games. But then I was kind of thinking in the last recording session, maybe not. We haven't seen them, we haven't heard them talked about at all, so maybe they just won't show up. But now I'm kind of wondering, we've got Ifrit and the Phoenix here, and then we've got the other 6 icons here, followed by Typhon, who, what was he again? Just some Colossus. But it makes me wonder, is this going to be another icon? And if so, who would it be? I guess it could be Ultima, but I don't know. This makes me think maybe Leviathan will show up and they'll go right here. I don't know for sure. It's just a thought.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Alright, well, there we go. A couple of other things I saw in there was just talking about Canver and how it used to be a part of Dalmek, and then I guess they managed to get their own independence at some point. Didn't feel like it was worth stopping for necessarily. Alright, Goots, where are you? The Boklad Markets.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Looks like we
all the grumblings in the crowd.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an exception? Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go in and find Good, shall we?
Alright, big old market to explore here.
Somewhere.
Come taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
Go and bother someone else, will you? I've got my trader's pass and I'll be leaving as soon as I'm able. If I stay here much longer, I'll end up no better off than those poor sods by the gates.
Okay, just calm down. I was just talking to you.
Come with me to the Dominion.
Get some more information here. Hello, Goots. You got us a pass?
Oh, Goots. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Oh, come on, Goots.
Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
Of course they did.
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Boklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
All right.
Probably a good idea.
We'll meet you there.
Let's go.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
I wonder if, like, if I bumped into this kid... Wait, what she got?
If you're looking for the Crimson Caravans, head out of the canyon and take the first road to your right. But if it's a bowl you're after... No? People only ever want directions.
Well, yeah, maybe. It would be funny, though, if I looked in my gill and all of a sudden I just see him like, wait a minute. Why do I only have like 10 gil now?
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El! He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Boklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little band could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either?
Nope.
Not that anyone would take you for traders, but
True.
I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
Are we about to get like a Vivian style? No.
Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
Okay.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes, and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and two birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
Well, I guess we know what we have to do.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Eloise.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
Seal obtained. Crimson collar.
The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Catch a thief. I feel like I've heard the name Eloise in something else before. It's a very unique name. Hello, sir.
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular?
A child.
Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
Right?
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
I will say these types of quests are probably the weakest quests in the game for me. Just the, hey, go talk to this person. Now go talk to this person.
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked! Can I interest you in... Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you. Find the pickpockets.
Is that so?
Help me, help her,
Suppose I better
help
tell
her,
you what
help
I
you.
know, then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
Alright, now go talk to this person.
Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Hey you, scowling child.
Excuse me, do you mind if I ask you something?
Can't stop you.
I was just wondering if anyone has asked you to do anything out of the ordinary recently.
Anything you grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away. So guess what I'm about to tell you to do?
Hey kid, shut up.
Sorry. I'll leave you alone.
Punch that little kid in the face.
I'll take the large one.
Telling Jill to shut up. I don't think so. Brusque boy.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What
Deeper
I
voice than I
want
was
is
expecting.
to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
Well, okay. It's been very, very useful information. Anxious child.
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
Tell me everything you
I don't know
know.
much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Alright, let's go do it.
Come on, come on!
That's that then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
There we go.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings.
Isn't here, you
wouldn't have
scallywag.
noticed if we robbed his boots off him.
You scamp.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Oh.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now.
Yeah, you are.
What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
Alright, get back here, you little piece of crap.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
Hey you. See a kid?
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
But what? Why, you didn't let him finish.
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
If you don't answer them, then I'll hurt you.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them.
You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hansa.
You found him then?
Jill.
I did.
Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones.
I guess I'm gonna have to go
Whatever
kill
you
him
do to
then.
me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their guild, me and my mates would have starved.
What is it, Torgal?
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo.
Theo.
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister?
Is he Eloise's brother?
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
Okay, interesting.
Why would she? I'm just her back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing.
Indeed.
And we all want the same thing.
That's what I was trying to tell you. You came swinging your sword at me. Now, for a second, though, I'm very positive that we're going to see Sir Tyler again. I get a feeling because Wade survived. Whenever I go look at the connections for all the different characters from Vivian, he still says presumed dead. It doesn't actually say he is confirmed deceased. So I'm just getting a sense that he's around somewhere. And it's been a while since I've seen a picture of him, but this guy had kind of a similar haircut. So I thought it might have been him. That's why for a second I was like, wait a minute, is that who I think it is?
Oh, where is it?
All right, Theodore, what can you tell me?
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones and we crush them. You get your trader's pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right then.
Did you just copy me?
Hansa, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leitney's Cleft.
To Leitney's Cleft, then.
Blood from the stones.
Leitney's Cleft is to the south past the camp.
Yeah, we've got Theodore in our party now. That's cool. Well, that looks like a little group of bandits.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own.
And easy.
I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
Okay, so we're just basically going down this path of all of these bandits and killing them all. And wait for it. Oh, I was expecting another point and then draw the swords.
Company. That's the lot.
Farewell.
Hey Jill, you got him? Oh, I missed. Hang on, let me try again. There it is.
More foot soldiers.
Fewer now.
Oh, this looks more like a camp up here. And there's also a big guy.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. That Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
How dare you?
It will be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the most of it.
Well, you're gonna die for that one.
Scum.
The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Here we go.
Fuck. That guard from Boklad.
Okay.
Kill him. Kill them all.
Okay. There we go.
Nice try.
I don't think so. Down you go. And stagger? Almost. There we go. Oh. Damn, I missed that. Hit him. Wait, what? He just hit me? I couldn't see. And done. Enemy slain. Alright. Not too bad. Wow.
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. Ah, and traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them.
Hopefully.
Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and, be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
Yeah, you know, he helped a little bit. He swung a sword, like, twice, I think. Alright, Eloise, we did it.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
Alright, so we tracked down the kids, we found out they were being hired, then we killed the guys that hired them, and then, yeah. And he helped a little.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goods' pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
Of course.
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would it now? Sid.
You know nothing.
Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
Okay.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
Sounds good to me.
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
The Crimson Compass. I've already got something from your sister.
What is it?
Elle has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones.
Okay.
That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
Oh, nice. The collar and the compass. That's cool.
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots' pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
I don't think we have that kind of money, Eloise. Excellent. Trader's Pass. Very nice. And the Breath of Lightning Thunderstorm. I think that's one of the ones I have, but of course I'm not using it at the moment.
Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.